Moving on to the arterial supply of the tongue, it is supplied by the branches of the lingual artery, which is the chief artery of the tongue, and the tonsillar branch of the facial artery. You can see in this slide. This is the tonsillar branch of the facial artery, and this is the lingual artery, which originates from the external carotid artery and branches into the deep lingual artery and to the ascending pharyngeal artery. You could see in this slide. Venous drainage is something like the deep lingual vein, vena commitans, which are accompanying the lingual artery. They are joined by the dorsal lingual vein. The vena commitans accompanying the hypoglossal nerve and the deep lingual vein, which is the principal vein of the tongue and is visible on the interior surface of the tongue near the median plane through the thin mucous membrane in life. Lymphatic drainage done by the apical vessels and the marginal vessels, where the apical vessels drain the tip of the inferior surface of the tongue into the submandibular lymph nodes after piercing the mylohyoid muscles. Their efferents go to the submandibular nodes, mainly some cross the hyoid bone to reach the jugular-omohyoid nodes. At the marginal vessels, it drain the marginal portions of the anterior two-thirds of the tongue unilaterally into submandibular lymph nodes and then to the lower deep cervical lymph nodes, including the jugular omohyoid. And there are something like the central vessels and the basal vessels that drain bilaterally into the upper deep cervical lymph nodes, including the jugular-digastric, and the central vessels drain the central portion of the anterior two-thirds of the tongue as they pass vertically downwards in the midline of the tongue between the genioglossus muscle and then drain bilaterally into the deep cervical lymph nodes. There is rich anastomosis across the midline between the lymphatics of the posterior one-third of the tongue. Therefore, a cancer on one side readily metastasizes to the ipsilateral as well as contralateral lymph node. In contrast, there is a little cross-communication of lymphatics of the anterior two-thirds of the tongue, where cancer 0.5 inches away from the midline does not metastasize to the contralateral lymph nodes till very late stage. For this reason, cancer in the posterior one-third of the tongue has poor prognosis. Now, moving on to the nerve supply, the motor supply, that is all the muscles of the tongue, the intrinsic and extrinsic supplied by the hypoglossal nerve, except the palatoglossus, which is supplied by the cranial root of accessory via pharyngeal plexus, and the sensory supply along the anterior two-thirds of the tongue by the lingual nerve carrying general sensations and tympanic nerve carrying special sensations of tongue. This is the palatoglossus, that is the cranial root of the accessory via vagus nerve. Posterior one-third of the tongue is supplied by the glossopharyngeal nerve carrying both general and special sensations of taste, and posterior part supplied by the internal laryngeal branch of the superior laryngeal carrying special sensations of taste. Nerves carrying taste sensations from the tongue are the cardotympanic nerve, the glossopharyngeal nerve, and the internal laryngeal nerve. But the tympanic is from anterior two-thirds of the tongue, and the ossopharyngeal from posterior one-third of the tongue, and the internal laryngeal nerve from superior laryngeal branch of vagus nerve from posterior most part of the tongue. The referred pain of cancer, the tongue. The patients with cancer often complain of pain in ear, temporomandibular joint, temporal fossa, and or lower teeth. Is due to the referred pain. It is important to note that the pain is frequently referred from one branch of the mandibular nerve or other. Carcinoma commonly involves anterior two-thirds of tongue. Thus, if the sensations keep from anterior two-thirds of the tongue by the lingual nerve or referred to auriculotemporal nerve, patient feels pain in the ear, temporal mandibular joint, and the temporal fossa. On the other hand, if the pain from lingual nerve is referred to inferior alveolar nerve, the pain is felt in the lower teeth. I guess that's the end of this session. And if you have any queries, doubts, kindly put them up in the comment section so that I could make the clarifications. Thank you.